Boys and girls, in my last video I introduced you to my router jig that I made and made hints that I'm going to make a box for it. Well, this video is the making of the box. Look, I took a quick shortcut and started putting it together in the office sitting at the computer, and I thought, damn it, I might as well bring it down here and well, take a bit of footage on it. These are the pieces I've cut up for it. You'll see where they all come in a second. I'll leave that in there so I won't lose it. Now what I did is, and this is where laser's great, you can cut it to fit together beautifully. However, it's hard to keep it vertical. Trying to put a clamp on it is a pain in the ass. So what I've actually done is made a couple of these glue up blocks, well, that's what I call them anyway. The hole's there just so I can pull it out, to square up the box. And if I put one on that side and one on the other end, that box, I was going to say won't move. Of course it'll move. All I've got to do is move it like that and it moves. No, but it'll hold its perpendicularity. I was going to start gluing it up, but then I realised that what I had designed in the box is a couple of these little packers that I put in there, that so when you put the put it this way, if you take this and you put it into the box, it's going to come down to the bottom. Hang on, let's do it this way. Might get a better view. Bring it down to the bottom. Then when you put the little piece in, you'll butt against that thing and keep them level. Stupid me, I didn't realise that that's going to make this top heavy. I should have brought this up a bit later, but bugger it, hell, it's only a box. If it's not practical, then I'll redo it. If it's practical, why waste more timber? Anyway, that's the concept behind it. Now it's a case of gluing it up, but before I started gluing it up, which I was going to, I thought I'd better attach these with my dowels before I glue up, because once I glue it up, it's going to be bloody hard to get in there. Anyway, I'll attach these with the dowels and then basically give you an idea of how this works. As I said, gluing up is bullshit, we all know how to do it. We all bloody struggle with it, and I don't want to embarrass myself struggling with it. So, okay. The glue has dried, so I can now pull out these end pieces that I've actually been using to square up the box. One for each end. And you may notice I've got these pieces in there. On the end of them there's some neoprene. This piece is going to go in there like that, and I shall now glue that up and then show you what happens thereafter. I just wanted to point out that the neoprene is there, and I'll tell you why later on. Sorry guys, it looks like I zipped ahead and forgot that I was going to show you some more of the insides. Well, inside there, where I told you those packers were, I had this sheet of 6mm neoprene that I cut strips off and effectively put the strips down the bottom there to give this something to bounce against. Now, what I've also done, geez, what a mess. I put this collar around it. The collar was put on there so I could then encapsulate the lid like that, and this bottom collar was just to pack it out, and the collar is also used for my lever type of action down there. Now the way this works is, let's get this right. What I will do is engrave on there some pictures, instructions of how it should go together. But naturally you've got to disassemble this bloody thing. Slip that in there, the long links. Your short links go in there. Sitting on that little doovie I mentioned to you, notice it sits nice and flush, although it's actually quite top heavy, because I should have lifted this up higher. Hang on, I'll see how much you can see of that. Oh, shit, not much at all. Okay, I'll fix that up. There you are. Now you can see a bit more. Yeah, so bit top heavy, but doesn't matter, not to worry. I've also made the box. Can go on this way or the other way, doesn't really matter which way. It's put it on that way, or you can put it on that way. The only thing is you can't put it on that way because it's not a square, it's a rectangle. And then flip the little doovies down, flip that little doovie down, and for all it's worth, this little backing board here, if you can see it, a couple of screw holes there, so you can then hang it up, and basically when you do it, when it's hanging up, you take that out, take it out, and then eventually bring it back up, pull that on, and just leave it hanging on wherever you want to hang it. And that's it. As I said, I might try and make it look bit prettier by putting some laser patterns on it, laser engraved patterns. I might even give it a bit of a tongue oil and polish it up. But look, that's not going to make it any different or functionally different. It's only cosmetics, and rather than waste more video, Rob, just so you can catch up on your beauty sleep or whatever, I'll leave it at that. So hopefully this video is going to be shorter than normal, and all I can say is catch you later, keep safe, Uru.